The village that dreams the future. They say if you sleep in Ahimeta village, your soul might wake before your body. People come from cities, deserts, and forests, not to relax, but to dream. Because in Ahimeta, the night doesn't bring rest. It brings revelation. Here, every person dreams the future. Sometimes it's a new birth. Sometimes it's a lost cow. But sometimes, it's a warning. The sky in Ahimeta glows slightly red at night. The elders say it's the spirit of time, hovering above the roofs, choosing who to whisper to. But only those who are truly listening can hear it. Amora was born during a storm, not one with thunder, but one with silence. Even the wind refused to speak. And when she came out, she didn't cry. She smiled. That alone made the dreamers of Ahimeta uneasy. They knew the child had been chosen by time. By age 10, Amora could see events before they happened. A palm tree that would fall. A neighbor who would give birth. A man who would lose his leg. The village watched her carefully. She was a gift. But also, a reminder, not everything the future shows is kind. One night, Amora dreamed of herself under the ancient Iroko tree in the village square. She wore white. Next to her stood a man with lightning-shaped scars across his face. He held her hand. The sky cracked open. People bowed. The ground shook. She woke up with her heart pounding. 3 moons later, a stranger arrived. His name was Obina. He didn't smile. Didn't bow. And he walked like the world had already broken his back. He had no home. He said he came looking for somewhere that forgets. Ahimeta does not forget. It remembers everything, especially those who are sent by fate. When Amora saw him, she froze. It was him. The man from the dream. The scar. The eyes. The silence. But he didn't recognize her. Not yet. She said nothing. Dreams are not always understood when they arrive, sometimes they wait. Obina stayed. He helped build a new roof. He walked by the river. Slowly, he smiled. One afternoon, a child ran into the market and slipped. A wooden beam was about to crush him. Amora screamed. Obina grabbed the child just in time. Exactly what Amora had dreamed 4 years earlier. Obina turned to her. How did you know that would happen? She looked at him, quiet. How do you explain to someone that you've already lived their future? That night, the river hummed. In Ahimeta, when the river hums, change is coming. The elders say it's the voice of ancestors washing time clean. Amora couldn't sleep. And when she finally did, she saw it. Fire. The Iroko tree falling. The sky bleeding. And Obina, standing in the center, holding something glowing. The villagers screamed. And then silence. She woke up shaking. The elders called for the rite of smoke, a ceremony used only when time is breaking its own rules. They saw what Amora saw. Obina was more than a man. He was the child of an old story, the forgotten son of a spirit Ahimeta once betrayed. The prophecy was clear. If he stayed, Ahimeta would fall. The priestess warned Amora. You must leave him. Dreams don't lie. But Amora dreamed again. And in this one, she stood beside Obina. Everyone had turned their backs. But she held his hand. And the village didn't burn. The next day, Under the Iroko tree, Amora wore white. So did Obina. Not for a wedding, but for a moment that would decide destiny. The villagers watched. Obina said only one thing. I forgive you. No one moved. But the wind did. It circled Ahimeta 3 times. And the sky stayed closed. No fire. No flood. No loss. Just peace. Now, people still dream in Ahimeta.